Hello, children. Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to study the new chapter, chapter number 3, Gopal and the Hilsa fish. This is in your honeycomb, chapter number 3. The following lesson, Gopal and the Hilsa fish, is in a form of a comic strip. It has not been presented as a conventional lesson and conventional text. So I ask all of you to first of all read the comic strip and then watch this video. When you had read the chapter, it would be much better and easy to follow the explanation. So instead of reading from the comic strip, I will continue with the explanation and from time to time quote from the comic strip as it is required during the course. The story is funny in its tone and nature and presented in comic form, not in PDF or simple word format. Before you get into the realms of the story, you must know that Hilsa is a popular fish. Found in rivers of India, it is mostly sold during monsoon season in the story. The season is probably of monsoon in the kingdom. Everyone seems talking about the Hilsa fish. Fishermen catching no other fish in particular, but also focusing on Hilsa fish. Even in the market, fish merchants selling Hilsa in a great gusto. There are offering even discount and other hacks to lure customers. The height of the popularity reaches inside the king's palace. Even the ministers and courtiers found gossiping and discussing Hilsa fish. It is like Hilsa fish seems to be an important topic over other state affair. So much stupidity all around. This angers the king. He wants that to be stopped. The king is shocked to find Gopal talking about the fish. Gopal is a courtier in the court. The king challenges Gopal to bring Hilsa fish in the palace without getting hyped about it. Gopal accepts the challenge. A few days later, Gopal gets half shaven and simmers ash on his face and takes on torn and dirty clothes. Now he looks like a filthy beggar. His wife opposes him, but he listens nothing. From the market, he buys a Hilsa fish and walks towards the palace. No one is interested in the fish carried by him. At the palace gates, he is stopped by the guards. They think he is some beggar. He insists on meeting the king. Upon causing some commotion, the king allows the men to come in. In the palace, the king recognizes him. From his journey to fish market to the palace, no one bothers to see what he is carrying. No one gives attention when a person looks like a rag picker or beggar. Thus, in a very cunning way, Gopal accomplishes the challenge. He wins the heart of the king. Let's talk about the characters in this story. Gopal, Gopal's wife, the king, and the courtiers. The season of Hilsa fish was going on everywhere as we have season of the mangoes in summer. People were talking about Hilsa fish and nothing else. Even the court was not an exception. The king was tired of this. He made an announcement to buy a Hilsa fish and to bring it to the palace without anyone asking a word about it. Gopal, one of the courtiers, accepts the challenge. He makes preparation, half shaves himself, smears with ash and wear torn clothes. Then set out to the palace with the big Hilsa fish. Throughout the way, everybody talks and laughs on his face and his strange appearance. But nobody says about Hilsa fish. Finally, Gopal reaches to the palace where the guards stop him to enter. Gopal starts singing so loudly that king allows the stranger to come in. Inside the palace, even no one asks about Hilsa fish except appearance. Even the king asks about Gopal's dressings and not Hilsa fish. In the end, Gopal reminds the king about the challenges. The king congratulates Gopal for achieving the impossible task. In this strip of comics, you can find Gopal and Hilsa fish is in a form of comic book. As all of you might be knowing that a comic book is a book of a story in which the narrator narrates a story with the help of the pictures. Comic books are very popular among the children because of these books are full of colorful pictures. Easy to read and understand. Comic books are often easy to read where the reader the easily connect with the character in the book. This present story is also a form of a comic. The comic of the story is very light and hilarious. As you study it at your home, you will find instances of fun every and now and then at times even find yourself smiling and laughing all alone on your reading table. In the opening picture, we find that in this land where the story is based, people were fond of eating fish. But this year was very special. All the fishermen were having a very good catch of the Hilsa fish, which was considered a delicacy among the people of the land. This year, everyone seemed to have a very good luck in catching loads and loads of the Hilsa fish. This kept on going on for a long time. Loads of Hilsa fish were being caught by the fishermen and brought into the market to be sold. Hilsa, which was one an expensive fish, was now being sold at a very low price. The laws of the economics, the demand and the supplies were in full force. Hilsa being in abundance has lost its expensive price and was now being sold at a very low price. The fishermen were eager to get rid of their stocks as soon as possible, even at a very low rate. So Hilsa fish soon became the talk of the town. In every street and market, in every house or places of the public gathering, the only talk one could hear was of the Hilsa fish and nothing else. Here you can see in this picture. To some it was amusing, but to others it was a more of the headache, hearing again and again about the price, quality, ways of cooking, etc. About the fish, the king of the land was one person who was also upset by the affair of the Hilsa fish. Very now and then someone spoke of the fish in the found of him, which annoyed him a great extent. He was fed up of the hearing about the Hilsa fish. In this picture, you can see. Even his place and the court There was much talk about the Hilsa fish. Even his courtier were only talking about the Hilsa fish. Here you can see a dialogue. Your Majesty, you should have seen the huge Hilsa I caught it was. So likewise they were talking in the front of the king also. Now here you can see the king was fed up of it. Further on we find the king with his courtier in the palace. There was one of his courtier named Gopal who was very intelligent. And the king admired him for his attribute. He accepted Gopal to be a sane person who would never talk rubbish in such time. As the work, as the whole of his people were doing throughout his land. One day, when the king was in his court, along with the courtiers, Gopal was there too. Most of his courtiers started talking about the Hilsa fish, its price, quality, and many more about the fish only. And much to the surprise of the king, it was a Gopal, the most intelligent courtier, who headed the conversation about Hilsa fish in front of the king. The king could not take any more of such rubbish and burst into anger and shouted to stop the conversation at once. He never expected Gopal to have such a conversation in front of him. And in the palace court, all of you should be ashamed of yourself, talking like fish mangers instead of the responsible courtier, he shouted. Here you can see, are you a courtier or a fisherman? The courtier fell silent and downcast eyes. The king felt guilty. Felt guilty. I am sorry, I lost my temper. It is the season for the Hilsa fish, and no one. Now the Gopal start. He never expected Gopal to have such a conversation in front of him and the palace court. All of you should be ashamed of yourself, talking like fish mangers instead of the responsible courtier, he shouted. He soon realized that he had lost his temper at his courtiers and apologized to them. But deep inside, he was troubled that even his courtiers were no exception of the Hilsa affair, which was all over his kingdom. Further on it, the comic strips, we see the court scene of the palace where the king proposes a challenge before the courtier. Here you can see, not even Gopal can stop anyone from the talking about Hilsa fish, not even for 5 minutes. Oh, I think I could, Your Majesty. Then let me see you buy a huge Hilsa fish and bring it to the palace without anyone asking you a word about it. Now here, the Gopal is now going to accept. I accept the challenge, Your Majesty. Now here, the Gopal is accepting the challenge from the king. Further in the comic strip, we see the court scene of the palace where the king proposes a challenge before the courtier. The king was so annoyed that each and every one in hissing and liking and even his courtier never always talking of the hilsa fish. Even his courtier were always talking of the hilsa fish. He expressed that no, even his most trusted courtier Gopal was able to make the people think or talk otherwise even for 5 minutes. Gopal was very smart person. He was quick to respond to the king and said that he can do it. He can make the people think and talk about something else other than hilsa fish for a long period of time. The king wondered if it was possible and throwing up an open challenge to do so. Ask Gopal to buy a hilsa fish and bring it to the palace without anyone even talking about the fish. The king wondered if such a thing was possible, where each and every person was only talking about fish. Fish and more fish. How was it possible for Gopal to buy big fish from the market and bring it to the palace without somebody knowing, noticing, and stopping Gopal to talk about the size, quality, and the price of the hilsa fish? But Gopal, being an intelligent person, had it all schemed out and was quick to accept the king's challenge. Gopal executes his plan. Now, in the comic story, we see that after few days, Gopal gets ready to execute his plan to fulfill the challenge which the king had put before him. First of all, while he was in his house, he shared only half portion of his bread. The rest half of it was left as it is grown and dirty. Having shaved and the half of the face, he took ash from the kitchen and put it all over himself, including the half shaved face. Here you can see. Why is your face half shaven? I am dressing up to buy a fish. What is the matter with you? Why are you smearing yourself with ash? I told you I am dressing up to buy a hilsa fish. Now here you can see the conversation between the wife and the Gopal. He was preparing himself to buy a hilsa fish. He took ash from the kitchen and put it all over himself, including the half-shaved face. Then he took out some rag-like clothes and put them on. Now his appearance was now that of a madman, a beggar, or a ragpicker. Seeing his husband in such a peculiar get-up, Gopal's wife inquired him, why was he dressed up in such a condition? The only answer that Gopal gave her over and over was, I am going to buy hilsa fish and nothing else. She thought that her husband has gone mad and was greatly troubled. In this image you can see, listen to me, please, you can't possibly go out in those disgraceful rags. What are you up to? How many times must I tell you, woman, I am out to buy a huge hilsa fish. It's happened to him. He's gone mad. Now here you can see. Gopal was now in the market. Where he bought a big size, nice hilsa fish and holding it in his hand, started towards the king's palace. Here you can see. Gopal bought the hilsa fish and started walking towards the palace. Mother, look at that man. Isn't he comical? Now, here you can see the dialogues of the person, those who were gathered. As he kept walking, the whole of the bazaar came aligned seeing this peculiar looking fellow. Much to everyone's surprise, this was same thing very new to all the onlookers, who started making stories and guessing who this person was and why was he dressed up in such a manner. Some found Gopal to be a real comical figure because of his half shaved beard. Some thought that he was a madman dressed in such rags, while the others said that he was some sort of mystic or the fakir or saint. There were all sort of the talk about the peculiar looking fellow in the market place of all of them were talking about Gopal's funny getup. And Gopal was hearing all the talks and comments about himself in the marketplace as he kept moving towards the palace. Here you can see. He must be a madman. Hush! I think he is a mystic. Now, here in this image, you can see he reached to the palace. All the talks and comments about himself in the marketplaces as he kept moving towards the palace. But the most important thing, the Hilsa fish, which was the talk of the town, was never mentioned by anyone. Though all the time Gopal had been carrying one Hilsa fish in his hand, all the time Gopal had managed to take off the people's attention from the Hilsa fish to himself. Now Gopal reaches the court. As Gopal reached the palace court gates, the sentries on the gates duty stopped his and forbade him to enter the gates. He insisted on meeting the king, which was rejected by the sentries who did not recognize Gopal the courtier. You can see the conversation between sentries and the Gopal. What do you want? I want to see the king. Here you can see the dialogues. You can't see the king. Get away with you. Gopal began to dance and sing loudly. They scolded him and asked Gopal to go away from there. On hearing this, Gopal suddenly, like a madman, started singing loudly and dancing at the same time. Here you can see Gopal began to dance and sing loudly. With the Hilsa fish in one hand. Here also no one talked about the Hilsa fish in his hand. The king, now we are moving to the next pic. The king was seated in his court inside the palace with his courtiers. When he heard the uproar which was being made continuously by Gopal, he called out one of his guard and ordered him to bring in the person who was making such a noise from some time now. Now Gopal is brought inside the court. The guards brought Gopal before the king in the court, and it was after a little while that the courtier started recognizing Gopal, who was strangely dressed up, and wondered why was he dressed in rags with ashes all over his half-shaved beard. In this image you can see Gopal was brought before the king. It's Gopal. They started recognizing. And in this picture you can see the man has lost his mind. I think it's one of his crazy joke. Now they started. Some said that it was some kind of his stupid joke, while others said that he has gone mad. The king too was much troubled by the Gopal's condition and asked him, "Why are you dressed up in such ridiculous manner?" Now in this picture you can see, "All right, Gopal, out with it. Why are you dressed up in this ridiculous fashion?" Now here the Gopal giving answers, "Your Majesty, you seem to have forgotten something." The king was too much troubled by Gopal's condition and asked him, "Why are you dressed up in such ridiculous manner?" The king also did not notice the big hilsa fish in Gopal's hand. The whole of the court was only interested in the get-up of the Gopal and nothing else. Gopal now spoke out after a while, "My king, have you not forgotten something?" The king still was unable to remember anything. Gopal then spoke out, giving the justification for his strange looking get-up. He said, "As you had challenged me a few days ago, now in this picture you can see, I bought a hilsa fish from the marketplace and walked with it all the way to the palace, holding the fish in one hand, and nobody even bothered even to look at the fish. But all of them only talked about my funny looking clothes and half shaved beard, and not a word about hilsa fish is the only topic that people are talking about these days." It was after the Gopal clarification that everyone in the palace court realized that he was also holding a hilsa fish in his hand, which up till now no one has been noticed. Now in this pic you can see, only then the king remembered the challenge he had thrown to Gopal. "Haha, well Gopal, congratulations, you have achieved the impossible once again." The king now remembered his challenge to the Gopal and how nicely and in a rather hilarious manner he has come over or won it. The king was very pleased at Gopal's winning the challenge. He was managed to draw the attention of the people from the hilsa fish to something else, which was much to the king's relief. Now in this story, as comics, you can see how hilarious the story was. Now let's move to the moral of the story. Gopal had no need to take up the challenge, as he was the courtier in the king's palace. He could have declined it and continue leading the luxurious life as usual. However, Gopal cared about his king and his feelings. Thus he took up the challenge. Yes, the challenge was not huge. It proved that during the times of the emergency, Gopal will definitely help his king and the people of the kingdom. Another moral is that taking challenge in life is good and makes one popular. A person like Gopal, who has been appointed on the higher rank of the courtier, is so down to earth that he literally dresses like a beggar. Never run away from the challenges. Be open to them and accept them like a brave man. Gopal was a famous courtier in the palace of the king. He was brave, bold, and when the time came, he did not shy away from taking the challenge. Rather, he went ahead, got into the form of the beggar, and brought the Hilsa fish inside the palace without being raising a hype about it. Gopal was a simple and down to earth person. Otherwise, people and courtier position do not go to such a low level just to impress their king. The challenge that Gopal took suggested that he could take up any form or resemblance to help the people of his kingdom. Because of good values, Gopal is a favorite of the king.